All right, matchup draft. We got to motor through it. What are you looking at for Week 14?
Well, I'm going to go to our game, Sunday Night Football, and we know the Dallas Cowboys play man-to-man. And last week we saw the Cowboys play man-to-man and DaRon Bland play man-to-man against a guy who's a freak in DJ Metcalf. Well, guess who's up? Another freak from the Philadelphia Eagles. His name is A.J. Brown. His muscles are just as big as DK Metcalf, and he might be a better receiver than DK Metcalf. So I got my eye on that. That's going to be fun to watch. I mean, the Cowboys, they don't back down from anybody, smart or stupid. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know why you're being that aggressive, but that's going to be a matchup that certainly will dictate who wins that football game.
Mississippi teammates drafted the same year and both have done extremely well.
Right.
I want to go to that Texans-Jets game because Derek Stingley Jr., third overall pick in 2021, one spot before Sauce Gardner, and there's been a lot of criticism of Stingley. Stingley's played great, and he gets a chance. It's Gardner versus Stingley in the same game. They won't be on the field together, but that's okay. We do it with quarterbacks all the time. I like the idea of Stingley having a chance to show everyone that, yeah, there's a reason the Texans took him before Sauce Gardner.
Yeah, it is. I mean, he's certainly closing that gap, definitely. And, Stingley plays way more man-to-man than Sauce Gardner. They will match him up a little bit, where that almost never happens with the Jets. So be interesting, and you're right, that'll be personal to both of those, maybe more to Stingley than anybody. I think the next one I'm going to go to, along the same lines of what I just did here just a second ago, I'm going to go Stefon Diggs versus the Chiefs DBs. I don't know who's going to match up against him. It might be McDuffie. But just like we talked about with the Cowboys, the Chiefs are going to play man-to-man. They're going to get in the face of these Bills receivers. Who can separate? Who's going to be able to make some plays, get open for Josh Allen, and put some pressure on this Chiefs defense? I think that's going to be really, really interesting to watch because we know the Bills, other than Diggs, have had separation problems.
I'm going with the Bears defense against Jared Goff because just a couple of weeks ago it was 3 interceptions. Could have been a fourth. Jalen Johnson had it in his hands, would have been a pick 6, and the Bears would have won the game. Lions came back and won, but now it's outdoors in Chicago, and the Bears had 2 weeks to get ready for it. Will they make Goff look like he did the last time they played? We'll do round 3 right after this. All right, we got one more round.
No doubt. I just want to wax poetically about Terrell Owens. Happy birthday, because he is amazing. Terrell Owens is one of the few people in my career, Mike, where I'll never forget the first time, on the field with him, watching him going, oh, my gosh, these are all professionals out here, but he's something else. I don't know what he is, right? That's where it just was absolutely special. All right. My matchup draft, last pick, I'm going back to our game. The Cowboys D-line versus the Eagles O-line. That's where I'm going. That's been the problem. That's why the Cowboys can't beat the Eagles or the 49ers. They are smaller. They can't stand up to the size. I've never seen anybody pass protect last week the way they did against the 49ers. They couldn't even get close to Jalen Hurts. I'm going to be interested to see that one.
Last one for me, something we mentioned briefly earlier, OBJ versus the Rams defense.
Whoa.
It's a little shot at the team that he
like
thought
it.
was going to keep him, but didn't. We're done. Check out the Picks podcast coming up later today.
See ya.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.